It says we're live.
Hooray,
Hey,
we're live.
hey, you talked over my intro, Sean. So how do I name Sean? How do I?
Well, actually, now that you have God rights, you can actually just remove me from the stream.
Oh, nice. Good, good. Nah, it's all good. Yeah. Hello, everyone. If you're going to be watching live or later, um, it's Kyle from No Hype Beer Reviews, and I'm joined by
Sean.
from Nerdsense.
From Nerdsense. All right.
And I did put a link to their website in the description box, so make sure you check out Nerdsense. Yeah. So we're finally doing this video that we've been talking about doing for a while.
Yeah, it's been a more of a roller coaster for me, like wondering if I'm going to get the box or not, but it finally showed up.
Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, we're doing the virtual EBF, the Extreme Beer Fest. It's usually in Boston. I've gone in person once. You guys have gone how many times in person?
I don't know. We didn't go last year. We had this discussion last night. We definitely didn't go last year, but I think we've gone every single year when it was at the World Trade Center, because then it moved to the Cyclorama, the smaller spot. So I think we were talking like maybe they just not as many people were buying tickets, so they kind of moved.
Which sucks though, because Cyclorama is a way better spot though.
Yeah,
I like that.
I agree. Yeah, but tickets also sell out quicker because it's less people.
What's the one on the harbor? That's where I went.
That's the World Trade Center.
Okay, that's the one time I went. That's where it was.
Yep.
I had a great time. I had a blast.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of cool breweries there, and it was you got to see freaking Sam from Dogfish Head, and talk to him, and just cool. It was just awesome.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun. Any of the beer advocate any of the beer festivals in general. I don't think I've been to a bad beer festival like that I can think of. Like maybe like some maybe like a small like things that are called beer festivals, like local beer festivals.
Yeah.
In like our downtown area that aren't really beer festivals.
Yeah. I mean, it's like pizza, right? That joke about pizza, like even bad pizza is still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's kind of that thing. Yeah, even a bad beer festival, especially if like you're with cool people, you'll end up having fun.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Or breaking your leg.
Or that was just a really bad sprain. That was a really bad sprain. Yeah.
Yeah. You took a little too many.
Somebody tried picking me up, didn't they?
No, we were just across the street or whatever, and I think me, you.
Oh no, I got a sprain from someone trying to pick me up before. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, but you just took a spill, and I remember being like, "Is this my fault?" I was so drunk, I thought and now he's like, "No, he fell." I'm like, I think it's my fault. I was so messed up.
That's funny. Jeez, that sucks. I have not sustained injury.
Well, there's still time.
Good evening, back.
Good evening.
Cheers. Okay, so I haven't used this new live stream before. So when I click on a comment, it just shows it in my box.
No, I can see
that's different.
Oh no, so I haven't. So you can change it now that we have like the paid version. You can change the theme. Click it again. So see, you can change the different how you want it to look. I just had it on minimal.
How did you do that? Sorry.
If you go to brand on the right.
Okay.
Okay. So like the brand color too is still technically us, but as you can see, there's a drop down. We can technically create multiple. So I think that's what we'll do in the long run.
Oh, fun. Okay, cool. Technical stuff, probably not fun for people.
Everyone's like, what are you guys talking about?
Sorry, cool. That's rad.
Like, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Yeah, so anyway, Extreme Beer Fest EBF is a rad time, but they're doing virtual this year, clearly. So we got, each of us have our own box for EBF, and then Keith at 93 Lumber is also doing it. He actually already did an unboxing video. That's why I didn't see if he wanted to jump on this. But yeah, should we get going into the box? So it's this halftime is who's like the one sending the beers. So this is just like a little advertisement for them.
And then these two fantastic, like they gave these away at the Microbrew Invitational. So they changed, like I think what was the original? I think the American Craft Beer Festival was beer biggest thing. Then they changed it one year to the Microbrew Invitational. They gave these type of glasses, and I still have them because they're like great for like going outside, like just for wine too.
and it has that spot for your thumb.
Yeah, it's I love it. I love them.
So I'm gonna be honest. When I first grabbed them, I thought they were glass, and so I was a little disappointed they're plastic. But then when my thumb fit into that, I'm like, oh no. Okay, yeah, glass, plastic, whatever. But like that is solid.
Yep.
I haven't broken or sprayed anything at a beer festival, but I have seen plenty of people drop glasses, and when they're really glass and then they break, that sucks. So like, fair enough, they're plastic, but that thumb grip is everything.
Yeah. I've only seen like one beer fest that actually gave actual glassware though. That was Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Right? Yeah.
Copenhagen.
I remember walking in. I'm like, you just handed me. I'm thinking they just handed me a glass. I'm like, we're just gonna hear these smashing as like the day goes on.
And we did.
Yeah, I know.
I've been to quite a few actually that used them, and then you got the 2 ounce line. So I mean, that's cool. It does kind of feel like a beer.
Yeah. All right. How do you want to? So do you want to maybe do like alternating?
Yeah, I was thinking we could do it the way we had done an unboxing of, I think, Hot Butcher, you and I, Sean, and like I pulled out one, and then if you pulled out the next one, it happened to be one we already talked about. You just picked out another one.
Yeah.
So I talked about the glasses. How about Mike picks out the first beer and we talk about it?
I didn't hear exactly what you said. It cut out for me.
Oh, you pick out the first beer. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, no, it started to like crackle. I couldn't hear exactly. All right, well, fair enough.
Well, let's talk about this.
Yeah. So so this one has an interesting story.
So, all right, let's tell it in the right order, right? So there was some issues with so Sean ordered 2 boxes, one for Mike and one for Sean. Okay. So we knew we were going to get some sort of vintage of this beer from Dogfish Head. So Sean gets 1 box and then gives that box to Mike and says, I'll wait for the second box whenever it shows up, right? So they do have different bottling dates, right? So Mike, when was yours bottled?
March 2017.
What year? Just what year is it?
I said 2017.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I thought yours was 2014 for some strange reason. Or is that Keith's?
No, he's 2017 as well.
Oh, okay.
So then I was, because Keith and Mike randomly have the same one. So then I was all excited. I'm like, oh yeah, mine's from 2012. So like I have the oldest one, I win. And then Sean has
2011.
So he beat me by a year.
Yeah, I don't think have you ever had this beer?
I love this beer.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Oh.
I don't even recognize it.
I do have some aging in my cellar of this beer, actually.
I can usually recognize a lot of Dogfish Head labels, and this doesn't like strike anything on me right now. Like, right? You too, Mike? Have you ever seen it?
I never had it. No.
It's so weird. Did you read the side?
No.
Open bottle, pour contents into 2 snifters, enjoy. Or walk hand in hand into the middle of the woods. Use a shovel to dig a 2x2 hole 3 feet deep. Seal the bottle in a plastic bag. Place in hole and pack with dirt. Memorize location and leave. Return exactly 1 year later. Dig up bottle, open and enjoy. That's awesome.
So when I was getting more and more into craft beer, and then I learned about like aging craft beer, this was one of those no-brainers to grab because it has such a high ABV. And then Dogfish Head, I don't know if they still do it, but like right on the side, like it had the cool, funny thing about pairing it, but it just very plainly says this beer ages with the best of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's easy. I can age this beer. Like when it was like a new thing to me, I'm like, oh, I can age these beers. I should buy a 4-pack. So I'll have to see my oldest one in the cellar. This might beat any of the ones I have, though. Yeah, I'm pumped.
Yeah, I'm super pumped, but I'm just shocked that I've never. Yeah.
No, I'm pumped for you guys. Then. All right, so Sean, you can go next, bud.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna grab this can in the middle. It's orange. It's pretty sure it's carton. Is it carton? Is it carton? OWC, the world's turned upside down. Barrel-aged barley wine ale augmented with pineapple and cherries. Cellar at 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, carton brewing. Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's like, and I don't even know how we're gonna be able to like do all of these in one night, even if we are splitting. Like,
And that's the thing we talked about. Like my wife, so far the 2 beers we've looked at, my wife would hate both of them. So it's
Same with
like,
Carrie. Yeah.
Yeah, am I trying to solo dome 2 barley wines in the same night? I don't know. Oh my bad. And the cool thing about this fest is it is 2 nights. So apparently it's like half the beers Friday, half the beers Saturday. And I think they're getting brewers on from the breweries, right? Or like people.
Yeah, they said they're going to release a schedule or something, or more agenda soonish, which I imagine is going to be very soon because it's next week. But yeah, I more want to know, is this going to be a live thing, or is this going to be sort of in the vein of Other Half's Green City, where they pre-recorded a bunch of stuff, where honestly that may work better just for technical reasons. Because if they're not going to have audience interactions, there's no real reason to have it be live, right? Like unless they're going to answer questions in a chat room, which could be cool. But I don't know. From if I was doing something like that, I feel like I'd want it to kind of be recorded because you wanted this to be like the best experience possible. You know what I mean?
No, that's a good point. What's going on?
Good afternoon.
It's always a good afternoon when we're talking beer.
Drinking beer and opening beer.
All right, I'll do the one with the eyeball bottle cap.
Yep.
So this is the Lost Abbey, and we sometimes see their stuff around here, but I've always liked what I've had from them. But it's not like super easy for me to get either. Libre Divinity.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Libre Divinity.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't have this one?
No. I don't have. My cap's a blank cap, so I was confused for a second.
I have an eyeball
That's
on it.
Weird. So does mine.
Okay. So someone drank Mike's and then filled it with something else and then recapped it.
It's like lemonade.
So this is an oak-aged wild ale with lemon and vanilla. I can groove on that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty damn good. I do like Lost Abbey. Whenever I have it, I love it. And we do get them relatively easily. Like I can walk into any of my stores and just grab it. So I kind of just take it for granted and just go, oh, I'll get that next time.
I have one in my cellar. It's one of those tracks they did like a while ago, the 12 tracks or whatever. They were all different. And it's one of the bourbon barrel-aged coffee stouts, I believe. Yeah, I'll have to do that soon. I'm hearing good things about those.
Tell me more.
What's the name? It's a brewery, right, that makes them, though, right? Isn't it? Not Rare.
RAR?
Is it RAR? No, who makes
out of DC?
I was just because Brad Allison posted some reviews of them. What brewery? I think it's a brewery that makes them.
Googling Smoothie. No.
But it's like the next step from like puree smoothie beers is just do something even easier, like a hard seltzer with it. Unless I'm completely thinking of something different.
No, I see it. I'm looking at it. Yeah. Oh wow, that looks actually really freaking good.
Yeah, they look really thick.
I guess it was only a matter of time before somebody did that.
Yeah, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm getting my wires crossed. I thought it was a brewery who made it that they have a different name. But
it looks like Smooge is the name of the brewery.
It isn't it? Okay, my bad.
But it just says they're a nano brewery. Do they do beer? I don't see any beer check-ins. Oh no, I do see. That's a smoothie. That's smoothie. Wow, smoothie. These look pretty interesting. Yeah.
That's okay. Thank you. That's what I was thinking. Holmes Brewery.
Okay.
Okay, that's good information. Thanks. Because yeah, I'm like I thought it was a brewery with one name, Holmes. Okay, I was thinking Rare. My bad.
Interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so this one, I mean. Wait, what's the ABV on this? 7%. Okay. I mean, my wife likes lemon. She might like this one. This might be one that she'd be willing to split with me.
7% for a wild ale is pretty solid too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't know about Extreme Beer Fest. This kind of thing is like a lot of the breweries. It's just like super high ABV beers, or like something that's weird, or maybe a different kind of an adjunct.
Yeah.
Sometimes go the other way, like. For low ABV.
It's the most fun of all the beer fests I've ever been to. Just in general, the things they do are just crazy, you know. And honestly, if you get something that's too messed up, you dump it, you keep on going, and it's just a lot of fun. It's so much fun. This is cool. This is gonna be okay, but It's just not the same. I mean,
No.
No.
it's just not the same. All right, I'll go next. I'm gonna grab the other 12-ounce can. It's a Hazy IPA.
Oh yeah, this is the bonus beer.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Okay. Yeah, this I just saw my local beer store posted today that they got these in 12 packs, so that's pretty rad.
Oat milk.
Yep. It's a juicy hazy IPA brewed with malted, rolled, naked oats, and oat milk. That's insane.
You know what the most interesting piece of this beer and / can of is to me? It actually says Boston Beer Company first.
Does it really?
Look on right under the government warning. Boston Beer Company, and then it has the trademark. That's awesome.
Oh, interesting.
So, I haven't tried it yet, but
it has a best before date. Sorry, go ahead, Kyle. What were you gonna say?
Well, for the first time ever, I bought oat milk today. I haven't tried it before. We usually buy almond milk, so I was like, "Oh, let me try some oat milk." So maybe I'll have to try some of the oat milk before I get here and see if I taste any of the oat milk. I don't know.
I'm interested to see. I'm definitely interested in that, especially if it's like what's the ABV on this? 7.1%. I'm always looking for like a new go-to something drinker.
Hold on.
All right, my turn. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm going for. Let's see. They're all 16-ounce cans in one bottle. Black Miso. So yeah, this one's been interesting to me too. 11.5% Russian Imperial Stout with red miso. Black miso. Sorry. Who brewed this? Am I blind? Oh, Japas Artisanal. Oh, it's a Brazilian brewery. Is it? There's so much going on in this can.
It's a name for Brazilian women brewers. I have no idea.
Beerinternational.com. Oh, brewed by Great South Bay Brewery, Brazil. Cool. Oh, no, brewed in New York for them in Brazil. So they brewed it in New York for them. Okay. So they contract.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had miso of any kind in a beer. So
no. That could be an interesting like offset of like the bitterness in the malts to give it that like sort of umami type thing that like.
Well, so to build off that, Sean, because that's what miso is so nice for, is that umami thing. But then sometimes in stouts, they get that soy saucy thing, and then I love soy sauce, like that's not off-putting to me. But like on purpose from the get-go making a stout that has that, I mean, it's at the very least it's got me intrigued. What's up, Rod? How you doing, bro?
Cheers, Rod.
Rod's a good beer tuber. If you don't watch him, you should check him out. Wait, so I'm up?
Yep.
I'm gonna, you know what I'll do? Let's do the Hydra, so I just sent you guys some of these beers. So
I grabbed it on the first shot.
So nice.
So is this like a different beer? So this is a different. So that's what I want to ask you. The Hydra and the what's the other one?
What's the smaller one? The lower ABV one.
But the name Hydra and the other one, they're just like the bases and then they're variants, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Hydra, they're always 7% ABV. They have different fruits in them, usually 3 because of the whole Hydra thing. So like there's the 3 heads, and then they'll change the color depending on what the fruits are for the 3, what's coming out of the mouths.
Yeah.
And it's like the slushies from 450 North. They're very heavily, a lot of pectin things in it. And so this one, has, this one actually has something else going on. So this has raspberry, cherry, and mango are the 3 fruits.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's fruit burst snacks.
What does that mean?
Like Gushers?
So they brewed it with Gushers? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now they can't say Gushers, but fruit burst snacks, wink, wink, it's Gushers.
Crazy.
So, and then
a cheaper Walmart variant.
Or maybe they did save some money. Very
kind of like your dreamsicle.
Don't pick on Mike. And then the strudel one, actually Dan might be able to, because he's the one who gave me some information, and now I'm forgetting again. That strudel one that I sent you guys, it's kind of like how Other Half has their certain was it Daydream or whatever, and like that has oats and lactose or whatever, and it's kind of like when they use that term, that they put.
Oh, that was the mystery beer, right?
That was one of the ones I sent you that you just did.
Okay.
Unboxing today. Let's see. What's up? It's like Matt at Massive always gets it wrong. It's funny. Wait, show. Yeah, I'm so mad. We just got some Drecker here a couple days ago, but I wasn't able to get any. Today they have. Was it oh, cool. This is today's release. Wow.
What?
That's a lot of stuff. That's nuts.
Sounds like Escape Plan.
That's yeah.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah,
it does.
That's the Marshmallow, right?
From Trillium. Yeah, you know what? Rod's talked about Urban Artifact a few times. I haven't had, but they look good.
Good. I've definitely heard of them. I haven't had any though.
Yeah, I'm flaking on the name, Sean, of that other series, but it's like they're 5% or whatever.
No, didn't Sorry, I kind of hijacked it, but isn't it Gemini? Gemini, right? That rings a bell. Yeah.
Mythology. Character stuff. Yeah. All right, that's all the thing that I wanted to say about that one. All right, so Mike, you're up, buddy.
We'll do the F2020X3. Does that mean like fuck 2020 times 3?
I think. I think so.
All right, close. Got it. Okay. What the?
This is a triple dry hop West Coast triple black IPA with Citroen, Mandarina, Mosaic, and Simcoe.
I haven't had a beer with Mandarina Bavaria in so long. That makes me so excited.
Yeah, it looks like it's Beer Advocate, Beer Thug Life, and Crowns and Hops.
So, Crowns and Hops I know about. They're a brewery in Inglewood, California. They're still opening the actual physical space, but they have done collaborations and brewed beers other places to release. It's a black-owned brewery. They did a Kickstarter or one of those kinds of things.
Cool.
So I know Crowns and Hops. I did one of their Black is Beautiful beers, but I think that's the only one I've had from them so far. Beer Thug Life, I don't know. And then obviously Beer Advocate is with Dogfish Head sponsors the EBF. So that's really rad.
That's awesome.
And I did donate to that Kickstarter or whatever platform they use. So I have like some glassware and stuff for Crowns and Hops. So
cool.
Might have to drink that out of different proper glassware, not the Beer Fest proper glassware.
I have a feeling that night I'm just going to have like a plethora of glassware. I'm like, oh, we need this glass for this beer. We need this glass for this beer. and the next morning we'll just be doing dishes for like 7 hours.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hearing good things about them. Urban Artifact. Nice. Yeah.
So where are they located?
I think they're down by Rod. Rod, where are they located? Who's up?
Me. I'll grab. All right, this one is hands down the one I'm most interested in. It's Modest Brewing's Special Reserve Mallow Oak Aged Double Marshmallow Imperial Lager. And it's not just because it's a lager, but it's Imperial Lager with Pilsner malt, milk sugar, marshmallows, and vanilla beans aged in our oak fodder. All of these are pretty extreme. They have some crazy adjuncts and stuff going on, right? You know what I mean? But this is the most who does this with lagers? Anyways, that's the.
And they got up to 7.2% ABV.
Yeah.
That, and again, I mean, Sean, I guess I'm just going to repeat basically what you said. In a sea of really funky beers, that it probably takes the cake.
Oh,
they're out of Cincinnati. Okay, thanks, Rod. Appreciate it. Getting some pushback.
I'm all against somebody making an Imperial Lager a normal thing. Don't get me wrong, but just the fact that this is something that I don't want this to catch on unless it's ridiculous. But
because it's extreme,
that's the answer. Nothing that happens at Extreme Beer Fest catches on. I've never been like, wow, this is insane. I can't wait to. I want anything I've had just about that I've had a beer fest. I want that much, you know.
Yeah, the traditional Pilsner, I mean, it's funny that it seems like the last few years, every time you read one of those articles, like, what's next year's beer trend going to be? More and more Pilsners. I think we've seen more Pilsners, but the word traditional, I mean, you're right. We're seeing like different kinds of Pilsners, Italian Pilsners, things like that. But traditional, that's a very fair point. Head of Tired Hands, India Pale Rice Ale. Huh.
Ooh.
Crushable. I could see that being very crushable.
Yeah.
Cheers to Pilsners.
Yes.
All right. I'll do the other half one because this has a little bit of a story. It was supposed to be Jay Wakefield, right?
Yes.
There was supposed to be a beer from Jay Wakefield, and then just some shipping issues, like nothing Beer Advocate and like Dogfish had, like no one was mad at them. It was just something came up and they couldn't get enough of the beer to where it needed to go to be shipped out, and no one seems mad about it on their level. So they reached out to Other Half. They're like, hey, we're down a beer. Do you have anything? So Other Half was able to do this one. Small laced in space. Is that an L before the A?
That's what I'm thinking.
I think it's like instead of lost in space, it's laced in space. Other Half India Pale Ale, 6.5% ABV. They don't put hops or anything, right?
It's Citroen Galaxy.
Oh, you look it up, or does it say it somewhere?
I read it on the site last night.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I was saying this. I've been doing so many videos lately. I'm getting my wires crossed. I said that in some video recently. I'm really looking forward to a Galaxy forward beer that has that crushed pineapple that the three of us have talked about many times with Galaxy.
Yeah.
I definitely, if that delivers some crushed pineapple,
yeah,
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Exactly.
Mike says a lot. Mike, you're up, brother.
Oh boy.
Look at that art.
I know. Oh, I've been dying to try one of their stouts. I had them at Beer Fest, but like, sorry, I was actually gonna read what it is, but you're the one that pulled it out. My bad.
Yeah, it's a double maple pusher. It's an Imperial stout with boysenberry and maple syrup. That is interesting.
That is interesting. I mean, the maple syrup is interesting just because I love that, especially in a stout. But the boysenberry, that is interesting.
Yeah, but I guess if you're seeing like you see raspberries and blueberries and stouts, like boysenberry, I guess is just maybe something that people don't think to put in as much.
And it's 11%, so another nice low ABV beer.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how they kind of split these up because what's the lowest ABV here? Like either the 7% Mortalis or is it the Dogfish had a 7 point something?
It's the Other Half. Other Half is like 6.5.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then
but yeah, this one's gonna be really fun. I think I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And last beer. And then Kyle gets the goodies. Shorts Brew Super Delicious Stout Extreme Beer Fest Edition. Stout aged in Iron Fist Distillery maple bourbon barrels. Holy shit.
I like that the font looks like the old 70s music show, Sugarman's, whatever the show is.
Yeah. Is there an ABV on here? But no, the retro style kind of font is awesome.
I don't see
this is a beer designed for Kyle, I think, too.
And it says stout age. So is it an Imperial stout or is it a regular stout? You'd have to imagine it's Imperial.
Yeah, I'm curious what the ABV is of that.
I don't see it.
I haven't had a shorts beer in a long time.
I don't even know if I've had a shorts beer.
I don't know if I've ever
label. Is your label really damaged?
Yeah, it's all kind of weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like wrinkly here.
Yeah. So this beer is 7.5%. Cool.
Really?
Nice. So it is just a stouty stout. I'm interested. Yeah, I'm down for that. Like, okay, so the lowest thing we have here is a 7% sour, right?
No, 6.5% IPA.
Sorry, you said it already. I'm sorry, my bad. Well,
I'll talk about the little goodies and then we'll get back to the comments. This is nice. The little headband.
we should have did this first, and we should have all worn the headbands during this.
So when I'm stressing about how I'm going to finish all this beer in one sitting, and I'm sweating from the stress, I can put this on, and that'll be really nice.
And then when you're sweating all the beer out the next day, you can put this on.
And then a couple koozies. They're the same koozie.
Yeah. They're still pretty cool, though. Oh, wow. Like the Extreme Beer Fest side is just, the artwork's awesome.
I really like their artwork. You know what? For the thumbnail, I went with this just so it's really obvious to people what it was. But I was tempted to just use this part of it because it is so rad. I love the characterization of the hops and the cans and everything. Oh, you're putting it on?
Yeah, why not?
Ridiculous. It's like the sequence color, and I really like the beer from them.
I love Sequence. Sequence is like low key, like my favorite Dogfish Head beer right now.
You know what? It might be my favorite. It's the one I've drank the most in the last 2-3 years from them for sure. Like, like a worldwide stout or whatever, great, but like I can't drink those all the time. Whereas the Sequence, that's when I buy the most from them. Yeah, these last couple of years. Nice. All right, I'll play along, Sean. Yes. There we go. Bald men unite.
Yes. I was just thinking, I'm like, I could put this back in the box right now, but I'm going to be pretentious and then disperse this across different fridges depending on the style of beer.
Oh.
Different temperatures and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things I got to do when we're done with this is figure out where I'm putting all this frickin' beer I got.
Yeah.
Find places. All right, back to the comment. Oh, wait, sorry. This is the next one. You hear about Screaming Eagle's $90 lager? I have not heard of that.
I think somebody brought that up in the Facebook chat recently. And I meant
oh, really? Oh, maybe. Okay. All right, Sean on that one. Glad able to get beer shipped to the house from Tired Hands. That is rad. I haven't done Tired Hands, but I did see other halves doing that, and that is really freaking rad. We've talked about this on. This is my giant head. I'll have to stretch that out a little bit. But we've talked about it a few times on these live streams. Actually, does this glow in the dark? No.
What, this?
There's no way this glows in the dark, right? Maybe. But anyway, sorry. That'd be pretty extreme, though. But that's like one of the things that if that can stick around, how they made it less restrictive to ship beer, deliver it from breweries to houses, depending on what state and stuff you live in, that would be really, really rad. Hopefully Trillium soon. Yeah, they just didn't Trillium just start going to even further out?
Expanded to New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Vermont, maybe. But yeah, definitely. And speaking of Pilsners, Josh, if they have their Pilsner available, their just Pilsner is amazing. It's so good.
Trillium,
so clean. Yeah, it's so good.
Trying to see if this is glowing in the dark.
I can actually.
I've heard it. It's fantastic. I don't think I've had anything from Great Ocean before. Short System Solid Brews. Yeah, I've had. It's been a while. I got to check to see if I.
No, I don't think it does.
No. Thanks for trying. I guess see if I posted any reviews from Shorts. Oh, really? Okay, so that's like a thing, Sean, that Shorts doesn't put their ABV on their stuff. Yeah. Back when I was playing basketball, it definitely could have benefited from a headband.
I played basketball for years, like a decade. I never once wore a sweatband. No,
it was more like I think people wanting me to wear one than me wanting to wear one. But yeah, I respect for doing the dry January.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely, I've taken breaks. I get it. Yeah, Virginia. Sure. Yeah, Virginia's not bad for beer. That's for sure.
The different liquor laws for like who can ship where and who, it's great. It doesn't make sense, but I guess it's just insane.
I did not get a chance to go to it this morning. No, I had too much stuff going on at the house to try to make time for things like this, unfortunately. But I think that one's sold out already. I was thinking of going over later, but
what is it?
Fidens is a local brewery to me, and they just started their first canning line. They used to do crowlers. They just last weekend was their first release of cans with their new canning line, and then this week's release would be their second weekend of it. But I didn't have a chance this morning to go. But yeah, they had some interesting sounding stuff.
Wait, Timber Ales. Hold on a second. Are they in New York? Are they in Brooklyn?
I don't know Timber Ales by name, but Fidens is like.
Oh yeah, totally. I have. Right here. This #Bill. This is right here. I got it sent to a buddy. I guess it's it. So the guy that I usually trade other half with, his buddy opened a brewery, and he sent this, and he's like, "This is like probably one of the best barley ones I had. It's like it has vanilla in it, I believe, and it's so good. And like the artwork on all the cans are just like really super like realistic looking. Like it's yeah, the stuff that I've had from them are awesome.
You talking about that beer?
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, they had a stout with some adjuncts, and then was it double IPAs? I think. Yeah, I went last week, and they had canned 3 IPA or 3 double IPA. I think they're all double, and I ended up sending a couple. I sent 2 of each to Jeremiah Hop Butcher. He got at me. He's like, "What's up with this Fidens? Do you live anywhere near there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like 15 minutes, and this is their first weekend. They're gonna release cans out of their new canning line instead of crowlers." I said I was thinking of going anyway, but I'll definitely go for if you want some. So I sent him off some and some other stuff. But yeah, Fidens is getting some really good or getting a good reputation, I should say. 18 have to get 4 packs when ordering. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things with the shipping is they're probably going to be specific because it's just from like a business point of view and a logistics point of view to be able to customize too much is probably just a logistical nightmare.
Yeah.
I could totally see like you have to order a case. Like I wanted to get a couple beers from a brewery I quite like that I used to live near, and they're like, "Yeah, we're shipping cases." I'm like, I can't buy a case right now with the beer reviewing. It's just I'm trying to do too many like one-offs or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, I get it, because I totally understand why they are doing it by the case, but it just it was not convenient, but I understand. Yeah, the fact that it has 2 different kinds of vanilla beans was very interesting to me as someone who loves vanilla. Okay, so was today 2 cans then? Last week was one beer I already had and I did a review of when I was in Crowlers, and then 2 other cans. So maybe I'm getting my wires crossed. Those were the okay, cool. Okay, thanks for the info, Justin.
I'm glad he's not an electrician.
Yeah, seriously, the way I'm always crossing my wires.
That's at least twice since we started this conversation.
Yeah. Well, I misspeak a lot, so I know what to say to try to get myself off of the hook. I think this glows in the dark. I think you guys are crazy.
Well, I just tried shutting like I try. If I shut the light here, let me do it again real quick, because obviously I have the monitor and I can't shut that off while I'm sitting. But look real quick and see what happens.
It's glowing. Look.
It might. Yeah, it does.
It might.
Oh yeah, I think it. Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay, hold on. Let me put it under here. Yeah, I think it might. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm putting it in the box. Yeah, I think it glows very faintly.
I think it does. This is the soberest, acting drunkest
live stream ever.
Completely sober, but it's like something like a drunk live stream would devolve into is like, does this glow in the dark? You know.
I'll be right back.
Okay. He's gonna go for real and see. Oh, he's mad for massive beer.
I don't know how to change that. That technical part I have not figured out yet.
All right, whatever. We'll look into it. I don't want to miss anyone. The other half DC location is Matt. Really, I was really happy that they opened a second one in New York in the Rochester area, and then like selfishly, I was like, why are they opening up a third somewhere else that's not New York? But I'm like, you know what? No, it makes sense. It gets them into a different geographic region and be able to distribute elsewhere more easily. And also, I love going to DC, so I'm totally cool with that. But I had no idea the size or scope of it, so that's cool to hear.
They had like a documentary when they did the Green City Festival thing, and like they showed the DC stuff, and like it's a massive space. It looks really cool too.
I know that because Treehouse is doing 2 new spots, right? One in Cape Cod, and then the one that looks really big. That other place, from the pictures I saw.
I forget where they said the other one was.
It's closer to me, I think, right, by a little bit. I don't think it's much closer, but I think it's a little bit west of you guys. Well, west of their other location, I believe.
Yeah.
Sean, did you still want to do the unboxing from Thomas?
Yeah. Do you mind?
Yeah. I'm just going to catch up with comments while you grab that.
I have it. It's right next to me. I'm just going to prep it and open it.
How much are they charging for a pint of lager? Right on my way to Mortalis. Nice. Enjoy. I live near DC. I'm planning a trip soon. Yeah, DC. I've been to DC probably 15 times in my life. I love that city so much.
I've been for school, and then we went a few years ago. I think my daughter was 2 or 3 at the time, because all the museums are free. So like, and like at that point, she was in a stroller and she was pretty self-sufficient. So we're like, let's just go to DC and for like a weekend. And it was awesome. Like all the museums there are great. Like there were cool restaurants, cool little breweries to stop into. So like it was great for like the whole family. I'm really looking forward to going back.
DC's awesome. And yeah, Mike, it's definitely worth having the camera on Bruce. Okay, this is fine too. I like his Batman collar. That's sick. And right into. We got so little. I didn't get it myself, but we got that in the area as well. It's pretty crazy what we're getting distributed. All right, Sean, you ready to go, brother? From Thomas.
Yes, he put this note on top of the box, and I sort of cut through it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll read the note after, and then I'll read it off camera. But okay. Yeah, so this box from Thomas, open. Check out his channel. He's awesome. This box is beers for Mike and I, as well as Matt from Massive Beer Reviews. We sent him a box of beer close to the end of the year, and it took, I think, 7 years to get there. It felt like. And then Customs charged him an extra $1 million once it got there too. He shipped this via Dutch Post, and it got here in 3 days, and no one even cared. and he used a beer merchant's box too, which you think would get flagged, but it didn't. Just shipping it through Dutch Post, I guess, is way better than UPS. Thanks UPS.
He's so cute. I wish Bruno wanted to hang out with me.
All right. Hansen's Artisanal since 1896, Oud Creek. And then fresh sour cherries, macerated in young lambic and oak barrels with fermentation in the bottle. 6.5%. Holy smokes. That sounds delicious. And it's really cold. I can technically open these right now because I've been sitting outside. That is another bottle of the same one. I won't bore people with that. Put that aside. All right, he labeled this as Sean and Mike. It looks like this is a mystery beer. So, Mike, we're going to have to break COVID protocols for this baby.
Oh, damn it.
Hold on. They're sticky. There we go. And then this is, it's not labeled, but I think he said anything that's not labeled. I think there's 2 of them in here for us and Matt. Blend of cognac and bourbon barrel-aged Imperial Stout, aged for 12 months. Water, malted barley, hops, and yeast, 14%. Do not age this beer. We did that part for you. So it was brewed in the Netherlands. It's from Demmersloedel Beer Engineers. I probably butchered that name, but
that's awesome.
Does that sound like Demmersloedel to you? Demmersloedel?
Schloodel? I think you're right.
Another beer by Demmersloedel, Double Roast Kieni, Imperial Coffee Stout with coffee from the Coffee Collective in Denmark. And then they actually have the name. This is awesome. They actually have all the coffee information. So they have the coffee name, Kieni Espresso, origin Kenya, process washed, and then the varietals SL28, SL34, Rule, and Bashon, altitude 18 meters, flavor profiles black currant, blueberry flowers, and rich oily finish. I have never seen a brewery put the actual coffee information on a can before. That is amazing.
What's the most thorough I've ever heard? Mike is really excited because he loves coffee.
Yeah, he can't wait to dive into that one. This is Spigjagod. It's a New England double IPA, 8%. A name that would imply something hard as nails, as the artwork uses hard denim fabric to create soft lines. So did we use a lot of oats to create something soft. A juicy dipper with loads of orange and ripe tropical fruits, gooseberry and grape. Don't let the can art fool you. This might look tough, but it's soothing to the max. Mosaic, Nelson Sauvin, and a Zaka with Vermont yeast.
I assume Nelson would be in it.
Flume craft beer. That's actually really cool artwork. It looks like almost like a Campbell's soup thing going on there.
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
that is cool. Just Mike, I don't know if you saw the comment. Veg had about him joining the army. That's actually why he's doing the dry Januaries, because the doctors there wanted to do a liver test. So that's
nice.
what the motivation to do the dry January.
Nice.
Even more respect. All right, Sean, you ready, man?
Mm-hmm. Another Demer Strudel, Octane Overlord, Russian Imperial Stout with smoked and peated malt, 12%, and it looks like it's Galactus. This can art is ridiculous.
God damn.
He knew who he was sending that to.
Oh, of course he did. That's freaking awesome.
That's rad.
I'm losing room on the table. All right, that's another Galactus. Headphones falling out.
Literally, when we were doing the other unboxing, every single thing I put right back in as I took out.
Yeah, I should have done that. This is Matt's mystery beer. I wonder if I think that they may be the same.
That's a cool thing for people watching, that we got our two channels, and then Matt from Massive just got the same 8 mystery beers.
Don't get too excited. Pretty sure UPS lost ours.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It was out for delivery Thursday night, never showed up, and then now it's still sitting in processing, and like we can't get a hold of anyone because they don't open until Monday.
Okay. Well,
so it made us be you and Matt doing those. Made us be you and Matt doing those. Dax Beer Brewery, Seriously Playful, 415. London Yeast, 7.2%. Is it an IPA? It says beer. Galaxy hops, Enigma, Belma, London 3 yeast, pasteurized, contains gluten. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Haystown. They take the hype train to Haystown.
Nice.
Thomas,
that's like so much look at the label.
All right, that's a duplicate. That's a duplicate. That's another 415, I think. That's all she wrote. Thomas, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I love the Dutch Post that they just, the Dutch Post. Yeah, I guess it's the Dutch Post if it's the Netherlands. Like they just ship stuff and they just don't care. Like, and then USPS delivered, and they're like, I guess it came from the Netherlands, so I guess we don't have any jurisdictions. So let's just send it to them. Let's just deliver it. But dude, thank you so much. This is awesome. If you're watching, or if you're watching in the future. But anyways, I'll ping you afterwards too. This is freaking fantastic. And then I will definitely package up Matt's stuff, and then I will ship those off to him.
That's rad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good for them. That's all. I was wondering because the first time I got Mortalis's Hydra beers was at Fiden, so I assumed they were going to at some point do a collab. So I'm glad to confirm that. The Dream Village. Yeah, I haven't had one yet. Or wait, have I? Actually,
I've had it at a beer fest.
There might have been a bar by me that did get those in, and I might have had it as part of a flight. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is Thomas Open is how you spell it. That's just beers that Sean just unboxed.
So actually, correction, this bottle is from Douglas at Beers with Douglas.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he's newer. He's cool. I talked about this one. You guys have anything from Root and Branch? I've heard of them. I don't think I've had anything from them.
Yeah, we definitely reviewed one, maybe two. I've gotten them sent. Like we did a stout. Do you remember the stout, Mike? It was really good. It's like
remember
a plain
the
white,
name.
Yeah, they have like very plain white can art, and I think they're contract brewing at Evil Twin in New York too, because like Evil Twin will release their cans, but then they'll release like an Evil Twin label, and then their labels like like sort of like inceptioned into their label. So yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen those labels. Okay.
Everything I've had from them has been fantastic.
Okay. That's awesome.
He has requested for those. Okay. Hope you guys enjoy the brews, Thomas. Yeah, dude. Thank you.
And again, just to give him some publicity, he's Dutch. He does some English reviews. Like he's just a cool dude. We talk. Yeah. We talk every day probably with Thomas.
Oh yeah.
Right. I mean, he's just a good dude. He did a
I text him every day at 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning. Every day.
True. Yeah. So Mike will wake up very early, and because of time zone difference, Mike has a friend who is also awake because he lives on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, while Mike's U.S. friends are asleep. Folks Beer has some great stuff.
I don't think I've had
them too.
I don't think I've heard of them.
I'm pretty sure I have heard of them. Folks Beer. Yeah, they're out of Brooklyn. Yeah, it's a New York brewery. I was going to say, I thought I heard of them before. Yeah. No, so the EBF thing, to go back to that, so it's 2 nights, and it's like half the beers each night, but like the one Dogfish Head is an extra beer. So and we haven't gotten the schedule yet for even what it looks like, but since they're calling it an extra beer, I assume it's not going to be part of the 2-day experience. So maybe one less. I don't think the old school barley wine from Dogfish Head, since it's different vintages, I mean, maybe they'll do it as part of it.
It's listed as participating breweries, though.
Okay.
But I don't know.
It's just kind of a weird thing, like your 2011 and like a 2017. I mean, they'll be similar, but there's going to be some big differences.
Yeah. My thought was maybe we just, even if they do it, we skip it and then we do it like together. Like,
yeah. So part of what I was just saying aloud was trying to get us to come to that conclusion where, like, which one of these aren't we going to do those 2 nights so I don't die?
Yeah, which I'm perfectly fine with. I originally said to Mike, I was like, why don't we just save each other's and then do them side by side when we get together? But I think since all 4 of us had this beer, it makes total sense for us to just do a live stream or just a video and release it after, depending on how.
Yeah, I say we get it, Keith, and see if he wants to. Yeah, we'll just do the old school.
Yeah,
a fun live stream, talk different vintages and what we're getting. Well, Mike and Keith had the same one, but like different things we're getting and stuff. That could actually be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
And a brewery that people, relatively easy, maybe not to get this specific beer, but get something Dogfish Head. They know the brewery, they might know the beer.
This bottle does not say Boston Beer Company on it.
No, that was way before.
Well, I think your vintage is so old. I think it's on parchment anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it.
I mean, could you imagine buying that beer fresh in 2011 and someone saying to you, yeah, so someday they're going to be bought out by Sam Adams Brewery. I know Boston Beer Company.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, crazy person. Go back to Crazyville, you crazy nut. And then here we are. I mean, it's just so freaking crazy to think about. Yeah. I did click on that one already. No, this was fun. It's always a good time hanging out with you guys. And I'm looking forward to figuring out all the logistics for us to somehow see the experience. And we don't 100% know what it looks like yet, even though it's less than a week away at this point.
Yeah, Mike and I were talking about that last time. Maybe we can talk about that after we get off the air, because I don't think people want to hear us talk about random ideas.
Oh, sorry, I thought people would be interested.
Maybe they would. So in that case,
I was going to talk about EBF, but no, it's fine. So Sean, just so people stop talking. How do you mute this again? Just so people are watching clear live stream, Sean started live stream by talking over me, and now he's going to end the live stream by talking over me, the person hosting this.
I literally just spit out my tea.
Good. All right, for real, check out the Nerdsense guys for sure. That's Mike and Sean next to me. If you don't know them, you should. They're Nerdsense on YouTube, Instagram, nerdsense.net, which it says in the description box below. Anything else, men, before we sign off?
I'm good.
Mike?
I'm good.
Maybe one more shot of Bruce?
Yeah, where is he?
He's such a good boy. Oh, he's a tired boy.
He's like, I'm tired.
He's
Hey,
so tired.
puppy.
There he is. Hi,
He
Bruce.
looks suspicious.
Buddy.
He's such a cutie pie. And make sure you guys, I was just going to say this, make sure you guys check out Rod. He's awesome. He's a good friend and really good beer content. And he's just a good dude. And, as someone who likes to support cool things that are also good, Rod is both those things. All right. So I'm going to sign us off. Have a great evening, everyone. And imbibe, I think I'm supposed to say at the end. I'm contractually obligated to say the word imbibe at least once in my live streams and videos. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.